Well, hello everybody and welcome back down into the dungeon for this fine Thor-sday update. I got to do a wonderful install today for a fabulous couple. I've really never done an install for such happy and helpful people. They had a ladder set up when we got there. I got to do it with Fuzzy today too, so that was fun. There were a few learning curves. I blew up my first radio today, but otherwise it was a good day. It was an excellent install. So I'm starting this off in a pretty good mood. And since I'm in a good mood, I'm going to do something hopeful, and I'm going to try and plant some more seeds. What a surprise. But those 3 different batches of the Lemon Boy tomatoes, I want to get them into some soil, see if we can sprout them in time to get them out. And then I've got those Sunsugar yellow cherry tomatoes that I grabbed. I think they're probably going to be very similar to the Broad Ripple yellow cherries or yellow currant tomatoes that I got from Rob Bob, but they might be a completely different flavor profile even though they look the same. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens with that, but that's me. I like to grow varieties of things, see how many of them are actually different and how many of them are just differently labeled, we'll say. Anyway, so I've got my cup set up here. Let's get started. So all these foam cups haven't been great for a few different things that I've tried in there. They did seem to be perfectly adequate to sprout the last series of tomatoes that I did, you know, in a large group. So we're going to use these today. First up we have the Lemon Boy Squishy. So here we have the, I don't know, semi-naturally fermented tomatoes that were hanging from the dungeon rafters all winter long. Clearly didn't get to them in time. It's pretty easy to see why I'm defining these as the squishy ones. I mean, this one could be considered as nasty and squishy, but I think this is probably the one we're going to grab seeds from today. Just gonna punch a hole in the side of that with a pair of scissors and we'll pick it up from there. Why scissors, you ask? Because they're handy, that's why. So yeah, just going to squeeze these seeds out. That's way too many for such a small place. And I need to get that back out of there. Hello, a little excessive, little excessive. Oh, that smells just great. Whoo! Alright, so we'll just bury those in the worm bucket. That's nasty. And I'm just going to put a little sprinkle on here. Nothing too serious at all. This is already labeled. I'm just going to put it to the side for now. No, okay, not a good idea. I'm just going to put it down here for now, because I want to put a plastic bag over the top to create more of a humidome environment. Seriously, it's the one cup that isn't one of the ones I labeled. Alright, so we'll go with this one. Oh, and now that I toss it, I see the label. I guess I was just covering it. Anyway, next we have the Sunsugars. These are the ones that were wintered outside, and I grabbed from that hunting lodge. Don't feel at all bad about that, because I left literally hundreds of them still on the ground and in the assorted containers there. So yeah, this is the guy who hopped the community garden fence, right? So anywho, once I crumbled those up, this was kind of the innards. I got all the shell pieces up here, but the camera's not doing this justice. I do see quite a few tomato seeds in there, so I'm just going to sprinkle those. I'm going to try to anyway, into the cup. Apparently I need 2 hands for this. And once again, easily you can see I've gone way excessive with my planting here, but I honestly have no expectations from any of these tomatoes. So yeah, it'd be great if something does pop though, because I mean, more is always nice. So yeah, we'll go back to this one here that I didn't think had a label, the Lemon Boy Firm. Oddly, that one didn't get squishy. This one's got, well, it's got a little bit of squish to it, but there's a whole lot more substance. I guess now that I really muck about with it, I probably could have called it squishy, but we're claiming it at firm anyway. So yeah, we'll fill this up a little bit. Same old, same old. It's the same for planting just about anything, isn't it? Then I'll probably stab through that with the scissors again. Give it a squish, see what happens. Clearly I should have counted those as squishy too, because they got that same just nasty smell. So I took a second to bury that into the worm bin. I don't want to smell it. So yeah, Lemon Boy Firm. That's 3 out of 4 tomatoes down. That leaves us with the Lemon Boy Dried. We'll get back when that's done, because I mean really it's the same thing again. I probably should have brought you along for that one, because as it turns out, the seeds that came out of that didn't look anywhere near as viable as the ones that came out of the rather stupidly squishy ones. So, yes, I'm going to be kind of interested to see what sprouts out of all that and what doesn't. I'm going to take the eyedropper, soak them up a little bit, and then yeah, put some bags on them and wait it out. Well, that takes care of new plantings. Then we have recent transplantings. These are the bad brains. And I see a few of them popping up. 3 out of 4 cups are showing signs of pushing through. So, excellent. I'll call that a 75% positive return there. We've got the Bhutlah Clamshell, 2 out of 3. Still pretty decent. We got all 3 of those have sprouts in them. A couple of the Aji Fantasies there. And that's one of the purple freaks that I finally got around to transplanting. Have high hopes for that sucker. Did pull the rooster spur out of here. It's under the big purple light now. This HJ4 has got to come out. And then this Buena something, I forget at the moment exactly what variety that is, needs to come out as well. But I think that's probably it for peppers that are going to pop up here. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that this sandwich bag and paper towel, while not necessarily the prettiest of options, because I still need to dispose of that, it does seem to work. So, yeah. On that note, I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up today, guys. I just heard the beep from the coffee maker upstairs telling me my after-work pot of coffee is ready to go. And I really feel I should invest some quality time with that coffee. The coffee maker has worked so hard. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me today on this Thor-sday update as we take a look around at some of these peppers. It's all seedlings. I know it's very obsessive-compulsive sort of gardening, but hey, you click subscribe. I mean, really. And it's always been obsessive-compulsive gardening. It's always going to be obsessive-compulsive gardening with some other random videos on the side. But that's probably more of a tomorrow thing, because the Friday videos are the ones that tend to get random. So, yeah, who knows? We'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow, I guess. Take care, everybody.